going to try and make this yellow a bit more intense. So that's my good yellow, this is my cadmium yellow, because as I've already said, I spent ages building that. Yeah, look, now that's beginning to stand out. That is beginning to stand out. Cadmium yellow is easily my favourite. And it would be, now I think we're getting somewhere. It's got to be so strong. That's going to do the trick. This is going to do the trick. There. That is going to do the trick. There. We've really got to try and get this to punch out. And that justifies all that white paint so laboriously laid up in the first place. There we go. Now we can do a bit of work on the fin, and then it'll be quite exciting trying to add the blue. So this is now, again, this is me with my slight problem with the shadow side of yellow. But that's sort of the feeling I want. Being a bit sloppy at the moment. But I think we'll get there. I think that is going to do the trick. Now, this is the shadow side of yellow here, which in fact, I think we're going to get our friend, Mr. Burnt Sienna, of the El Cheapo paint, but he's just what we need to get the shadow side of yellow. There's that. Because colour is everything. Colour gives you depth, it gives you everything. And like I say, it does mix in quite well the cheaper paint. Just a bit heartbreaking that I spent so long graduating that blue, and now it's all going again. I can be quite clumsy at this stage, because in a second I'm going to darken up the blue. I still haven't quite got the feeling of that, which is very frustrating. Very frustrating. It's funny at times like this, because of course I was working on June in November and December when it was getting dark, and yet as the light goes I can so often feel myself back in the studio. We were basically in an office block, so there was really rather strong strip lighting, but I don't remember it being a problem. And I think it was quite warm. And in those days, Paris in November and December was a jolly cold place. Funny things come to mind when I'm doing this. And I remember I was fascinated by the rooftops that I could see out of the window. They're very big in Paris on doing metal roofs, like tin flashing everywhere. So the roofs were really quite elaborate with quite strong tin out overlays on everything. Absolutely, totally waterproof, of course, and stormproof. But it was rather fun to be able to look down on these quite detailed roofs. I'm deliberately leaving the prong. Now it's moment of truth time. So we get out dear old phthalo blue, which of course is the basis of everything. You see, look, you see that highlight is really quite important. I've got to get something like that in. I think we'll get away with it. The more they fight you, the better they are when you come out the other end. And also it's such a steep learning curve. As in, plan your perspective. And look after your brushes. So here we are. We're just going to use it straight from the tube because it's quite a dilute paint, phthalo blue. Now let's see what we're getting. I'm not sure if it needs to have such a hard edge. Well, I don't know. Makes it stand out, doesn't it? Maybe we'll keep the hard edge. I'm beginning to feel a bit optimistic. Yeah. Yeah, beginning to feel a bit optimistic. I'm going to have to get another brush. Let's see what we've got. This is the trouble. One really should look after one's brushes.